We are live. How's it going, everybody? I'm your host, Hunter Chambliss, and this is the War Zone, and we are talking the top 7 best wrestling matches of the 2010s. It is almost New Year's, so happy New Year's to everybody. I cannot do this show alone, so let's start off with one of my co-hosts, Harley Borick. How are you doing?
Exhausted. I just got done work a couple hours ago, and now in about 2 hours, I'm about to head back to work. So let's do this.
That sounds shitty. I apologize. And we also have the reigning CWT heavyweight champion, Andrew the Dude Hayes. I am sick, so my mind's going to be kind of confused today. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm glad to be here. 2010s is probably where I watched, the most matches, because that's when I discovered there's stuff outside of WWE I can watch, and TNA. This is like just the decade that I watched the most matches, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see what we think, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of arguing and whatnot, because there's a lot of, it's a full decade full of great matches.
Oh, yeah. And we have to get the top 10 best, and then we have to eliminate those 3.
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm sure we're all gonna be arguing. We might be here a while.
Hearts are gonna be broken. This video is gonna be 5 hours long, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of screaming. So get ready for that.
If it's 5 hours long, I'm going to have to leave halfway through.
But here's how this format works. We each nominate one match, and then majority rules to get it onto our list of our top 10. Once we have our top 10 list, then we knock down 3 of them to our top 7, and then we rank from 7 to 1 to say what is the best wrestling match of the 2010s. So let's start off with Andrew with his first pick.
All right. I'm just going to, straight off the bat, I feel like I always do this, but I'm going to go with the one I consider to be the best of the whole decade, and that would be Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 26. Is it as good as their match at 25? No, but it's pretty damn close. I love the story that they told of, Michaels wanting to just, he got so close last time and just wanted to break the streak. He cost Undertaker the
elimination chamber match.
Yeah, the elimination chamber, and
he got burnt.
Cost him the world title.
Yeah, cost him the world title. I believe this was also the year where he in the Rumble he wanted to go and he got eliminated. That added, I think, a lot to this match, and him risking everything, his career, just to beat the streak. And I think a great match is even better when you don't know who's going to win. I legitimately believed that Shawn Michaels was going to win this match, but I also when Taker won, I go, all right, I'm not surprised. So I didn't know who was going to win. I thought it was believable that both men won, and this is easily just my favorite match of the whole decade, so I'm going to nominate that one.
All right, so Harley, what do you say about Michaels versus Taker?
Yeah, that's a big yes. The two Michaels Undertaker matches at WrestleMania take part in 2 different decades, but this one, unfortunately, it is the second best of the 2, but it's still damn good. I can't. There's no way I can off the top 10. It's for sure.
Yeah, see, I would have said yes, and I actually think this match is slightly better than the 25 one, only because the story added to it.
Yeah, I could understand that.
It's more dramatic in scenes.
The story, it did have a better story.
But the 25 had so many great moments in the match itself.
Taker died in the first one. Damn. That suicide dive to Sim Snuka.
Yeah.
How's it going, Max? Thank you for joining us. So yes, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 26 makes the list. Harley, onto you.
Okay. This is one that, unfortunately, I don't think it will, because I'm probably the only one that's seen it out of us 3. But it is up there for one of my most emotional and favorite matches of all time. It's from the King of Trios, Night 3, 2011. El Generico, who for the longest time was definitely up until he debuted on the main roster, pretty much was my favorite wrestler for close to 15 years. El Generico versus the 1-2-3 Kid, Sean Waltman. The final night of the King of Trios. Like, yeah. Sorry. Also, like truth be told, I've been very busy with work this weekend, and I haven't had time to rewatch any of this stuff. But I'm just going off memory. But like the El Generic, that match there, just Sean Waltman, like he didn't think he had it anymore. Like, but Generico brought out the absolute best. Like, and I've always been an X-Pac fan, but like this match, like it was so emotional. It was you so into it, and it just like I just like the finish, like the end of the match, the Yakuza kick, and then Generico doing the brain buster, like a top rope, top rope brain buster to finally finish off Sean Waltman after a fantastic match. Like that is definitely one of my favorite matches of all time, let alone of the decade.
All right, Andrew, what do you say?
It sounds like it's a great match, and I'll take Harley's word for it. But unfortunately, I have to say no because I have not seen it. So
Yeah, same. Sorry, Harley. I haven't seen this match. So.
Like I said, I just wanted to I give it recognition.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. By the way, Max in the chat said, "Are you watching the Darts World Cup?"
Wrong video.
no.
Sadly, no. That does sound very interesting. All right, so on to me with my. I'm gonna start with one that I don't think is the best match, but in my opinion, had the best story told or especially of this past year. I don't know the whole decade, but especially this past year. I'm gonna go with Double or Nothing: Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes. I mean, when you look at the story told about Cody wanted to prove that he is better than his older brother. It's that thing that every younger brother strives to be: is can I be better than my older brother? Can I beat my older brother? And then you add that with a packed house at Double or Nothing, with the blood, the passion, the just overall fantastic match with a great story, a lot of heart, a lot of emotion. This match to me proves that both, like, one, Dustin Rhodes can still go. My God, the dude he doesn't age. I think that's proven. And Cody Rhodes is one of the best wrestlers working today, in my opinion. So I'm bringing up that one. Andrew, what do you say?
I'm actually kind of on this one. I love this match. I agree with everything you said. This is actually my favorite match of 2019. The only thing is, I haven't nearly rewatched it as much as the other things that I would like to nominate. So it's a tough one. But I think based off the fact it is my favorite match of 2019, I think I'm going to say yes because just based off of that fact alone, and I'm sure it's just going to get better with rewatches, and so I'm going to have to say yes for this one.
Woohoo! All right, so Cody versus Dustin makes the list. Harley, what would you have said?
Oh yeah, no, like for the reasons that both of you said, with this here being my best and my favorite match of the year. Also with how emotionally driven the match was, the pre and post match stuff that was happening before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a tag team partner. I need
my older brother. Oh,
and
my God, I literally was in tears when that happened. I just like with the emotion involved in that, and with the fact that their last match against each other 4 years ago at that horrible Stardust versus Goldust match at Fastlane, like, oh my God, yeah, no, and of course WWE not having any faith in them to even have a WrestleMania match, so just like, but and then with them both coming back and just killing it, literally Like it's up there for another one of my favorite matches that I can remember. And Dave Meltzer gave it 5 stars, rightfully so.
Yep.
And I know there's someone that absolutely hates this match and try that we were going to have a debate against this match, and yeah, I think he would have been destroyed.
How's it going, Paul? Paul asked, "How are we doing?" We're doing fantastic. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I said another thing about this match. This is, I think, a prime example on a crowd add a lot to the match, and the crowd was so hot.
Oh my god, yeah.
For this match, for Dustin in particular, Dustin kicked out of like a big move or like
a crossroad, dude. When he kicked out of the crossroads, everybody was on the edge of their seats, standing up.
And then when he hit the when he was all bloodied and the
crossroads on Cody.
Yeah, he hit like every time he hit a move on Cody, the crowd went nuts. I think that added a lot to the match.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so Harley. No, it's back to Andrew. I'm sorry, Andrew. Back to you.
All right. Another match that I would like to nominate, and I hate to go back to WWE because I don't want this list to be dominated by WWE. I want a good all promotions to be involved. But again, this is just one of my favorite matches of all time, and I can't not talk about this match. It's John Cena versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. Again, the story of this match was crazy, and this is another prime example on a crowd can add so much more to the match. And it was recently I was listening to Chris Jericho, I believe it was Bustin' Open Radio, was talking about his match with Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom, and said how Kenny Omega liked his match, like Jericho's match, better than the one he had with Okada. And they were just discussing it, and they said because of the Clash of Styles. And I think the Clash of Styles, this was a great example of that too. And that the Clash of Styles between Cena and CM Punk really worked for this match as well. The moment of Punk getting that 3 count, like literally shocking the world. I think no one thought he was winning that one. Surprised everyone. And forget about how they kind of botched that. But this match is just fantastic. Again, a deserved 5 stars from David Meltzer.
All right, so I'll start with this one. It's going to be a yes for me. Because of everything that Andrew said. And as you brought up the crowd reaction, that's what really made this match super special to me, is because we know how WWE fans can be. They can be real smarky in a way. But this was a good type of smarkiness. I mean, you were in Chicago. You were in Punk's hometown. And Vince pulled the trigger at the right time, which is something that he almost never does. He pulled the trigger, and yeah, he botched everything else. But this one night, he did something right. And the match itself was incredible. So it's going to be a yes for me. Harley, what would you have said?
Well, the aftermath is just the thing that holds. I'd say yes as well, because it doesn't really matter, but this is still one that could be debatable. Just unfortunately, aftermath also helps. It was a long-term story that they killed off in 2 weeks. So unfortunately, but it's just like I said, I don't have my vote doesn't matter, so I'm going to agree that to put it on the list. But it just unfortunately WWE does what WWE does.
Yeah, sadly. All right, Harley, on to you.
Wait, just give me a quick second here.
No worries. I'm just trying to pick which one I want to do next. I'm stuck between 2.
Okay. I guess like I've also said, since this guy for a long time was definitely up, probably one of my top 3 favorite wrestlers. I don't think that's making the list, buddy. The casual fan. But it just like
we'll see.
You know what? That match is so much fun.
It's fun, but best out of the 10, make the list for the 10 year out of 10 years. No,
It's definitely arguably the best pre-show match of all time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I can make an argument for it.
Granted, that's not hard to do though.
yeah, okay. But like for my pick, it's going to be I'm going to make a suggestion of Sami Zayn versus the debut in literally just fresh from Japan, Shinsuke Nakamura from Takeover WrestleMania weekend of 2016.
So take over Dallas, right?
Take over Dallas.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that sounds right. But like Sami Zayn, like in his final NXT takeover match versus Nakamura making his debut, like, and like, fuck, like, just like that match, like, the crowd, like everything was awesome about that match. Like it was a face versus face match. Sami Zayn doing his farewell, and Nakamura like fresh, like he coming off his match with AJ Styles from Wrestle Kingdom of that year,
which may or not be brought up later.
It's just like, and just I just remember the atmosphere and just the excitement and just like how huge that actually was for when that happened. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit afraid when Nakamura's left New Japan and went to WWE, but his main roster run that was standing due to both parts, like Nakamura just wanting to take it easy and WWE not really having faith in him but it just like when he was in NXT, and this was just the start of it. I just love this match.
All right, so Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Takeover Dallas is on the list. Andrew, what do you say?
Again, this is another one where I'm kind of torn. I love this match, and as I'm sure all the matches that will be brought up are great, but again, there's just a couple that I have like ahead of it, and I don't know. Like while it is one of my favorite matches, there's a couple matches, especially in that, like if we're talking about like that year in NXT, I think are just a little bit better than that. So I'm gonna have to say no on this one. Like very hesitantly saying no, as this because I love this match. But yeah, I'm gonna because there's a couple more that I have above it.
On to me. This was one of the first matches I thought of that I wrote down when I was thinking about the best matches of the decade. You know what? I'm gonna give it a yes. I feel like it deserves a spot because of everything Harley said. Because it felt like you couldn't tell which one was gonna win, and that always makes a great match to me. Is when we all knew Sammy was leaving, but maybe he was gonna leave with a win. Maybe Nakamura could bounce back. Maybe Nakamura would win, kickstart his career. Both of them went back and forth. So many near falls. You never knew what was going to happen. And it just felt fresh for the time. It felt like, okay, this made NXT popular with everybody around the world. This is the one match that really kickstarted them up, in my opinion. So it's going to be a yes for me. Casual fan said, this match is great. I can't decide if this is my favorite Sami Zayn or Shinsuke Nakamura match, though. That's fair. So it's on to me. I got to bring it up before it, we don't have any spaces. It's another NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I'm going Bayley versus Sasha Banks. My opinion, one of the best WWE women's matches of all time. Well, one, you had the story, which was, can Bayley finally do something that she's been wanting to do her whole life? Or will Sasha, being the heel that she is, she's trying to stop that dream from happening? It works on a face and heel basis. you add in the crowd reaction. They were so behind Bayley in Brooklyn with this entire arena chanting for her. You had a fantastic match that went at least 30 minutes. The emotion, everything that happened at the end of it, the 4 horsewomen standing tall at the end. Just one of the best women's matches I've seen in WWE, period. So I'm going Bayley versus Sasha Banks at TakeOver Brooklyn. Harley.
Oh yeah. No, I'm also going to agree in that this year, like, this is a definition of do whatever you can not to get caught up to the main roster because they will fuck you up big time. Like from day one, when it comes to the women's revolution, whatever Stephanie wants to brand it, you suck. You can't do it. Stop trying. You fail at it. Like this. What? Over how many years now? You can't do anything right about it. Pretty much. Like in all honesty, like she's had like almost zero success with this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the women's evolution. Yay, we're Pokemon. We evolve. It's just like it's the whole brand and BS. But with this match, and there was so much build up. It was so emotional. It was like honestly, you had this match or the Iron Women's match.
And see, the only reason why I didn't go with the Iron Women's match is because I think this one really had more of the story elements to it.
Yes, 100%. But it just like it's like you mentioned the 4 horsewomen of WWE. This year was like the climax of that era because like 3 out of the 4 of them got caught up and and did nothing, and it ended up being horrible. It just, but unfortunately, this year was a combination of that time period, and thankfully, NXT continues to do great things with the women's division there. Like we just had the
Rhea Ripley
and Shayna Baszler match. Like, I love it. That match was freaking awesome. I love that match. But it's just like, they're going to get caught up and that they're going to be handled wrongly. But I have faith in the NXT. But yeah, no, this year definitely does make up the list because of it was a combination of a fantastic women's period under the WWE umbrella.
All right, awesome. So Bayley and Sasha Banks took our Brooklyn makes the list. Andrew, what would you have said?
Absolutely, I would have said yes. I mean, this is just without a doubt the best women's match I've ever seen. I luckily was in the crowd live for this match. And
when are you never in a crowd for TakeOver though?
Listen, I live near Brooklyn. Like, just assume if the event is in New Jersey or New York or sometimes Philadelphia, I was there.
All right. So back to Andrew.
All right. I don't really think this is gonna make the list, but I want to bring it up anyway. Because this has just quickly become one of my favorite matches of all time within the short amount of time that it's, since it's happened. That is another NXT match. Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano, TakeOver Philadelphia. It was funny because I think most people were mostly anticipating Adam Cole versus Aleister Black in that Extreme Rules match, but this match completely exceeded at least my expectations. I thought it was going to be a good match, but I didn't think it was going to be as great as it was. And the crowd, again, another match where the crowd added so much. Everybody was so behind Johnny Gargano, and the pop that he got when he kicked out of the first Hammerlock DDT was huge. And, just seeing Candice come in, attack Zelina, that was a great moment. And even though Johnny Gargano was the person everybody wanted to win, I wasn't upset Andrade won because, one, he's a great wrestler. He just put on one of the best matches I've simply just ever seen. And two, it really worked out for Gargano in the end with the whole Ciampa Gargano feud. the whole just what he accomplished. And just even though it wasn't part of the match, I did think it added a lot that he got attacked by Ciampa at the end. So I'm just nominating Gargano Almas from Takeover Philadelphia.
All right, Harley, we're at 5 right now. If this
Yes,
gets
we are.
6.
Yes, and this year was a really good match, but I do with your thoughts, Andrew. Unfortunately, like it's an honorable mention, but doesn't make the list for me. There's so much, and it's like there's so much there, and just thinking about some of the stuff that's still on the board, like. I've got a couple of the emotional matches for me, and it's just like also when you actually try to compare this match with what has made the list so far, and the potential what does. It's an honorable mention, top 15 if I was doing that, but unfortunately, this one it doesn't make my list.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Andrew. With 4 spots left, I mean 5 technically. There's a lot more matches on my list that I think are slightly better. But in-ring work was really good. This would be like my number 11 though. It's really damn good, and I hate to see it go, but it's gonna be a no for me. All right, it's back to Harley, correct?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. With this here, God, now we're actually really talking to like feuds, at least when it comes to my list of like, and you're trying to select best matches. I'm probably going to have to go with Omega Okada from Dominion.
Ooh, Dominion.
The no time limit match, like this year was their third match. They were both 1-1. And wait, no, sorry. I guess I unfortunately.
That's 2018, correct? Dominion 2018.
Yes. No, last year. No, I think it was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Well, this is the fourth. Was this when Okada won the title?
Omega won the title.
Oh, that's
Omega.
what I meant.
Then
it was last year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like sorry, like I said, I it's been a long weekend for me.
No worries.
It's just like also like just trying to get stuff mentioned from like this feud. Like totally nominated one match, and I just remember this year being my favorite out of the matches that they've had.
Oof. All right. Let's start with me because this one's so hard because I love this match. I love all of these matches actually. I love all 4 of them.
Yeah. No, I mean that's just a great feud.
But it's gonna have to be a no for me because I think there's a better one in this feud than Dominion 2018, and maybe I can bring it up next if we have enough room. But yeah, that's
well,
so hard. But
you vote next. Your goes next, and we've only have 5 matches on there.
Yeah, Andrew,
what are you bringing up?
I'm just worried that if this one gets on, then we can't put on the other ones that.
Well, let's listen. I'm only going to say yes to one Omega Okada match if it gets brought up. And this ain't it. I'm going to have to say no. This isn't my favorite Omega Okada match. It's a great match. I think this does kind of suffer from being too long, which is why it isn't my favorite. And if we bring up my favorite, maybe I'll say yes. Maybe I'll say no. Who knows?
Yeah, it's just with 4 matches. It's I think I agree. If you and me are thinking about the same match, then yeah, I can vote for that one.
Hopefully, we are thinking the same match.
I think honestly, I think my favorite Omega Okada match is different than everybody else's, and maybe if it's brought up, because I feel like everybody either likes the one that I think you're thinking about and the 4th one.
All right. So yeah, it's on to me. The one that I think is better than the Dominion one, just slightly, is Okada Omega Wrestle Kingdom 11. Here's why. It's the first match between those two. The entire match as a whole, it's 47 minutes. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's a perfect set time for this match. They both are trying so, and the whole match is surrounded around, can Omega hit the one-winged angel? Can he hit it? If he hits it, it's over. He keeps attempting different variations all the time. He can't get it. Timer is running low. Okada hits one last Rainmaker for the victory, and it's just incredible. 47 minutes of fantastic action with great in-ring storytelling. To me, this one beats out Dominion just by that much. So that's when I'm bringing up. Andrew, is yours the one from the G1 Climax?
Is that the time limit one where it was a draw?
Yeah, the 30. Yeah, because the G1 has. 30.
Yes. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yes,
No,
mine is.
The G1 Climax is the one where Okada finally beats him with the one-winged angel.
My favorite is the time limit one where it was a draw.
Oh, the Dominion 2017 one, I think.
Sure. But yeah, no, I'm going to say no to this one for two reasons. One, it still isn't my favorite Omega Okada match. And two, it's not even the best match at Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Ooh. Okay, Harley?
Yeah, me and Andrew are thinking the same wavelength on both accounts here. With both, this year would be my second favorite, so I'm willing to put I'm going for Andrew's the time limit, the Dominion time 2017. So,
all right. Andrew, back to you. Which one are you picking?
I will not be saying Omega Okada because I don't want to. Anyway, a match. I was debating whether to put this on or not, but I realized no, I love this match so much that I'm going to have to put it on. That match being again from 2018, Marty Scurll versus Will Ospreay from Sakura Genesis. Again, have Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr., which again could arguably be on this list. But that ends up being the better match. Is pretty great. I love the story that was told here. You know, Ospreay just hasn't been able to beat Marty Scurll. Hasn't been able to pin or submit Marty Scurll. They've had many matches, and this is their best one. And then again, you have that, and then there's that fatal four-way that was in the beginning of the year where Ospreay ends up winning the junior heavyweight title, and they have this match. It was an absolute banger of a match, and it is one that I don't think might make it list, but I wanna just mention it.
All right, Harley, Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll.
unfortunately, I forget if I've seen this match or not. Like, I can't recall if I have or not. So it's not fair that I can't say yes to it. I apologize, but
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength. I think I've seen it.
Oh man, if you haven't, just watch it. Just do me a favor and watch it.
I'll rewatch it. I remember a lot from this match, so it's gonna be a no, just because I can't. It's not a match that stuck with me apparently. But yeah, I'll definitely go back and rewatch it. All right, back to Harley.
just writing it down to you so I watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a great match.
Yeah, no. Like, I love Marty. I love both these guys. Hence the reason why Will Ospreay versus Okada from the G1 Climax this year, night 16, I believe it was. Well, like this is for this time period. For pretty much a little over half the year. The first half of the year, Ospreay fucking killed it.
Oh yeah.
like winning the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and then like what a week, 2 weeks later, going into the G1. Like,
Dude, his match with Shingo Tagai.
yes, that was
epic.
also really good too. But it's just like this one here. It's the battle of the Chaos members. Okada leading it. Will Ospreay, believe wasn't it? Well, I think it was Will Ospreay that brought in Okada to New Japan years ago. After the TNA run back. And Okada was just really starting. It was the beginning of his run, and Ospreay not really having any being able to defeat Okada, and this like this match just like I said, this is another match that I need to rewatch. But I just remember this match just being killer. Like I remember everyone talking about this match, and also this like the two this and Shingo Takagi. But like this match, it just I I gotta nominate this match from this past year on the list.
All right, Andrew, on to you.
I'm gonna have to say no for this one. This is definitely one of the better G1, or definitely up there as one of the best G1 climax. But I don't know if it's quite my favorite G1 climax match, let alone one of the best of the decade. Again, I'm also very hesitant on putting this on because we already have Cody versus Dustin on, which is a 2019 match. And there's just a lot more that I rather just mention, right? In the moment, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no too, only on the fact that I think there was a better Okada match in the same G1. I'd put him against Kota Ibushi as one of the best Okada matches from the G1 this past year. But that's just me. I mean,
I don't even know if this is the best Ospreay G1 match.
Yeah. Definitely up there.
I think I prefer Ospreay versus Sabre Jr. just a little bit more.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
I'm also a fanboy of Zack Sabre Jr., so how about everybody?
Well, who isn't?
Yeah. All right, back to me. I hate that we keep bringing up takeover matches, but I got to bring up this one. I got to go Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville, NXT Takeover R Evolution. Sami Zayn finally wins the championship. And again, it's all about, can you tell a great story inside the ring as well as outside the ring? This one did both. A great story with promos and outside, but also a very good, deep story about Sami Zayn inside the ring. Is he going to cheat to finally win the title? The fans begging him not to use the belt on Neville. Don't turn this way. Don't give it to the dark side of going this way to win the title. He does it, and he finally wins it by himself, clean, 1, 2, 3, and the fans erupt. Then you have the Kevin Owens thing, him coming out and turning. That starts another feud, but the match by itself was high-paced, high energy, great storytelling, and a fantastic ending with Sami Zayn not using the belt, not going down that road, and winning the belt by himself. So Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn, Takeover R Evolution. Harley.
This year was definitely on my list. Yeah, the reasons why you said I loved it as well. For me, it does make the list. Just and once again, another one of the great takeover matches. Even though it was the early days of when they were going takeover, and it was the combination. Once again, it was the combination of really, part of the combination of Sami Zayn's NXT run, which the run of having all these great matches, but not winning or winning the big one. You had the Fatal 4-Way. I believe it was at the previous takeover with Tyson Kidd and
Tyler Breeze and AJ Neville and Sami Zayn.
like but it's just like with this match, I personally I remember being so happy, emotionally jumping up and down, and just everything about this match I loved and I was extremely into. Like I said, like Sami Zayn, El Generico. I love that character and everything in just with the combination of just everything that built up to that him finally winning.
Mm.
And like you see Kevin Owens come out with a hug, and then Kevin Owens doing what Kevin Owens does best, on Sami Zayn. Like
There are three things in life: death, taxes, and Owens versus Zayn.
yeah,
They
just like,
were
like,
teaming
I
for
was
a little bit.
granted, that feud didn't lead into I was excited for that feud with after going through the year-long build of when Kevin Owens smacked him over El Generico over the head with the chair from ROH a couple of years earlier. But like this match, like I will put this match on my list.
Yeah. All right, Andrew makes list. What would you have said?
I would have said no because it isn't even. I love this match, but it's not even in my top 10 NXT matches. And I think that's just a testament to how great NXT's been.
Oh yeah.
It's tough with the NXT takeovers have really killed it.
Oh, without a doubt. All right. Oh, hold on. The casual fan. Speaking of takeovers, has Dunn versus Bate been mentioned yet? No, not yet. Maybe if we have enough spaces.
How many spaces do we have?
We have 6, so we have 4
we have
left.
four more.
All right.
All right, back to Andrew.
I'm stuck between two that I want to mention. The one I know it's definitely not going to make the list, but I kind of want to mention it anyway. But I don't want to waste everybody's time, so I will mention Dunn versus Bate, Takeover Chicago 2.
No, it's the first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It
was
the first one. Yeah. So Takeover Chicago 1. This was my favorite match from that year, and I normally don't try to get too upset at Meltzer ratings because I know how much of a joke he is, and it is just one man's opinion. But like,
I wouldn't say a joke, but a one man's opinion, yeah.
Yeah. How can you not give this match 5 stars? It was crazy. It really showed how great British Strong Style is. It really is the reason why I love British Strong Style now. I was always a pretty big fan of Pete Dunne, and I did like Tyler Bate, but this really kind of solidified them on as two of my favorites working today. And it began this incredible title run for Pete Dunne. And it completely stole the show and, in my opinion, stole the year of 2017. And that is in a year where Omega Okada happened 3 times.
Yep. All right, Harley, on to you. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate, Takeover Chicago.
I'm going to completely ixnay the fact that this year was a title match for the UK title because at that time, it was a useless title that really didn't mean anything besides the odd title defense and like NXT UK not being a thing really at the time. Until a year and a half later.
Yeah.
So it's just but I really want to put this match on the list too. Just I don't want to fill up a lot of the rest of the list with NXT takeovers, but there's still 1 or 2 takeover matches that I really want to at least nominate and hopefully get on the list. I like this match. Unfortunately, it just like it was just pretty much a showcase match on NXT to show how really good these two are. But coming in and coming out of the match itself, there was nothing really. It was just a standalone match, really, because like I said, NXT takeover. I'm sorry, NXT UK was still a long way away, and it did start the long title reign for Pete Dunne, but just like I said, it was just a showcase match that like as you can tell, I like to get really emotionally involved as well as the technical side of matches. But there just wasn't enough like emotional involvement in this match for me to put it to make it a top 10 on my list.
It's down to me. God damn it. Mm. I'm gonna give it a yes.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna give it a yes. I love, as I always said, it is a showcase match, but to me, this was the best showcase match you could have because it proved what the UK division could do. And to me, Pete Dunne winning that title and going on his long run was really what made people interested in the UK division, which then brought NXT UK. So to me, this match not only set up NXT UK well, but it brought more attention to the UK division as a whole. So that's why I'm saying yes to it. Plus, the match was just freaking awesome. Like,
It's just crazy.
It
yeah.
was nothing against the match itself, just like
Yeah.
I said.
I mean, we haven't brought up like a bad match. Like all the matches
no,
have been like haven't been less than great. That's what's I think crazy about this list.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Andrew, I'll go out of my way to watch Ospreay versus Marty Squirrel. If you can go out of your way to attempt to find Generico versus 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'll watch that. Just consider it a deal.
Yeah, King of Trios 2011 night 1. Sorry, night 3. It was also an emotional weekend too, because like unfortunately it was the Larry Sweeney had the whole Larry Sweeney stuff happened a couple days before, and he was such an influence on Chikara.
all right, I think it's Harley's turn, correct?
Yes, because I just won.
Yeah.
Like I was saying,
We're at 7 now, right?
Yeah, we're at 7.
this one you can go two ways here, and I'd like to hopefully if you can separate the tag team versus the singles stuff. But just because I was there, take over Toronto Survivor Series weekend 2016, 2 out of 3 falls, the Revival versus DIY. Like, oh my good God, it just that match stole that damn weekend, without a doubt. Like not only the weekend, like also that year for me too.
Yeah.
I just just being there live in the crowd for that. Oh my God, just the ups and downs, like. And as someone who's a massive fan of tag team wrestling and has always loved and defended tag team wrestling, I gotta put this match on the list, like without a doubt. Like, hopefully, don't hold the singles feud against this match, but this year for this tag team feud too, this year was one of the definitions of NXT with Gargano and Ciampa versus DIY in of that year.
All right, going to me. Yes, this is definitely a yes for me. To me, that was my favorite match of that year. And the fact that DIY won the belts, and I was a huge fan of DIY. Gargano and Ciampa separately put them together, incredible. And the fact that, my God, they came back from 2 falls, and the fact that it was believable. You believed that they could lose the first fall and then come back and win two more. It was incredible. And that double submission finisher, the armbar and into the crossface, into
the Gargano lock.
their hands. And you're just like tap. Like I was into this match, so definitely. All right.
Andrew?
I would absolutely said yes. This is honestly my favorite tag match of all time. For not only like the in-ring action, but the storytelling. And just it was incredible. And I think the fact of the whole like story that we got with Gargano and Ciampa honestly really enhances this match.
Yes.
So yeah, I would have absolutely said yes.
All right, it's back to me. And see, I think I have more takeover matches than I do like any other matches on here.
Well, the thing is,
it's not just we're also trying to we're trying to win over the other two people, or at least one other person.
No, it's just that like Takeover's been, or at least NXT in my opinion, has been the most consistent.
Yeah.
Brand promotion, whatever you want to say.
Oh yeah. Of this decade, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get this one on the list, but I don't think it is. But if it does, amazing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah. It's a New Japan match. Let's hope. AJ Styles vs Shinsuke Nakamura, Wrestle Kingdom 10 Intercontinental Championship on the line. It had a great story with both of these guys leaving, so this was their final match. Nakamura getting
first ever match.
Huh?
It was their first ever match.
First ever match. So it was history making. You had the Japan versus America style. You had everything that made a match really good. But then you added just the strong style, the technical, the high flying, the fact that every time I watch this match, I know the outcome, but I'm still shocked at all the kickouts. I'm shocked at all the near falls and the gasp and everything like that. It brings me into the match that no other match has done in a very long time. You have two of the best wrestlers in the world going at it for a belt that, in my opinion, might be one of the best belts in wrestling today. The IWGP Intercontinental Championship is the workhorse belt. Like, they are literally giving it to people who are the future and people who can really work for it. And this match was just incredible. So
MVP was really the future of New Japan.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, for sure. For the time that MVP was, yeah. But it's like it's hard. I think you're doing a disgrace to the actually IWGP World Heavyweight Championship too. Is that being the workhorse title? You've got to be a top talent to hold that belt, without a doubt. There's very few people that actually have. But yeah, sorry.
All right, so let's start with Harley.
Okay. Like I this is another match that I really did like, and but it's not. I would not say it's the best AJ best match of either of those two in New Japan. Like if I were to throw in a AJ New Japan match, it would be AJ versus Tanahashi. Like with that match there, like. So many people in the AJ had Tanahashi in a calf crusher killer, and people are crying. But that's dead serious about that match. But I would not put this match on my list, unfortunately, especially with the spots that we have left.
Yeah. Andrew.
See, I could crush Hunter's hopes and dreams right here and now. But no, I'm gonna say yes. Match is incredible, and I agree with everything that you said, Hunter. So I will say yes, and I guess we have 1 spot left. 1 spot left.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep. We have 1 spot left. We're on to Harley. Or it's Andrew.
No,
sorry,
Andrew.
Okay. I don't expect this match to make the list at all. But you know what? I figured I love this match so much. And I think there's definitely a case that I can make right here, right now, on why it should be on this list. And I just want to give a mention to it. And that would be the 2018 Royal Rumble match. And I'll tell you why. This is, without a doubt, the best Royal Rumble. I think the best Royal Rumble has a bunch of different things.
That's the one that Nakamura won, right? And Oscar.
Yeah, Nakamura. I'm talking about the men's one, to be specific. Okay. You need, obviously, surprises is a big part, and I think this match had great surprises. You needed, obviously, a great winner. This had a great winner. But what really, a great pacing, because obviously the Royal Rumble match is usually an hour long. And that had that. But what sets this above the rest for me is the storytelling in this match. You had Nakamura, who everybody and their mothers wanted to win that match. And the only other believable person that everyone thought could have won that match was Roman Reigns. No one wanted Roman to win. So you had, in the final two, the person everybody wanted to win versus the person nobody wanted to win. And they were, I think, to keep the suspense till the very last second, because I was legitimately afraid Roman was going to win. And I wanted so desperately to have Nakamura win, and they kept it to the final second, believing that Roman could win, only to have Nakamura take it at the end. Again, I don't expect this to make it, but I just wanted to give a special shout out, I guess, to this match. Kind of plead my case on why this match should have won.
The casual fan said, "Give the last spot to WLC."
Again, I love that match, but
all right, let's start with Harley. 2018 men's Royal Rumble match.
No. Unfortunately, I love the Rumble matches, but when it comes to great matches, I don't think I could ever consider, just because there's so many different aspects and everything like that. It's going to have to be something that to actually make it a great, an actual great match. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I could put a Royal Rumble match on there that's happened so far. Yeah, sorry. It's a no.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me too. This match was actually really good. I just, with one spot left, I can't see giving it to the Royal Rumble match. Sadly,
we should have. I'm telling you.
All right, back to Harley.
Yeah, with me, just looking at what's made the list so far, it blows my mind that this person has not made the list yet. But since I'm going to try to go for a match that this guy is two very famous feuds. But I'm going to have to go with Okada and Omega from the time limit draw from Dominion 2017.
Will I say yes? Let's find out.
Just because it blows my mind that Okada has not made the list yet. And it was either his match from his feud with Omega or his feud with Okada or Tanahashi. And I think it's going to have the most success with the Omega match.
All right.
Go to me last. Go do you first.
And I'm just going to mic off for a second.
All right. There's one more I want to give on the list, but I mean, if we keep doing this, it's going to be 9 hours long. I'm going to give it a yes.
Oh, damn. You should have went to me first, then. Don't listen to me. I was going to say no.
I mean, if we really look at it,
I'm just
incredible.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, it's on the list. You said yes. I'm not going to try.
Yeah. It's just when it comes to the wrestler that's been on pretty much the most consistent of most of this decade. I'd have to go with Okada, my wrestler of the decade.
I'm just saying Johnny Gargano isn't on this list, but
Yeah, yeah,
no-
DIY.
Yeah.
oh yeah, shit. Damn, I pay attention.
Well, trust
yeah.
me, I've been like Gargano. I've been a fan
Now
of.
that I know that Gargano is on the list, I'll change my thing to yes, even though it doesn't matter.
All right, so Okada versus Omega Dominion 2017 makes the list. Really, any of the Okada Omega matches could have made the list, but I'm definitely okay with the time limit draw.
Oh, this is definitely my favorite one.
Especially the ending when Okada hits the final Rainmaker and he's crawling towards the center of the ring, and then the bell rings just as he puts his hand over.
Yes.
Like that's why I love it. That's why I love it so much.
That perfect. All right, guys, we have our top 10. We have Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 26. Cody versus Dustin at Double or Nothing. John Cena versus CM Punk, Money Bank 2011. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, TakeOver Dallas. Bayley versus Sasha, TakeOver Brooklyn. Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville at TakeOver R Evolution. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate at TakeOver Chicago. DIY versus Revival, Toronto. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Wrestle Kingdom 10. And Okada versus Omega Dominion 2017. Holy shit, I went through that so fast.
Unfortunately, with casual fan, Gargano and Cole, like, at least with me, like, if I was to put Gargano back on the list, it'd be the match he had with Ciampa, like the one for Gargano to get his job back. I think it was
Take over New Orleans, the unsanctioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I had some honorable mentions. Did anyone else have some?
Yeah, I mean, other than the ones that I mentioned, that didn't make it, like the only one that I'm kind of, like, not, like, upset, but, I really wish made it was Almas versus Gargano, because that's legitimately just one, that's literally one of my favorites of the decade, one of my favorites of all time.
Going from, like, the top 10 matches of the last decade, and just, like, especially with this year alone, like, take out the main roster and the amount of great matches that have happened this year
is insane. It is insane.
Yeah, and then another one of my honorable mentions would have been like I said, you can almost name any of the Okada Tanahashi matches.
Yeah,
and those are the matches that really put New Japan back on the map this year. With that feud, those matches, everything. AJ versus Tanahashi again, and of course, like I was saying, Gargano and Ciampa. A lot of those matches from that feud.
I agree with the casual fan. He said, I honestly think you could pick any of the Gargano Ciampa or Gargano co-matches. They're all fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Another honorable mention for me. I'm gonna mention two.
All right.
Both from PWG. Keith Lee versus Dijakovic from PW when he was just Dijak.
Yeah.
And Walter versus Zack Sabre Jr. I thought was fantastic. So,
oh wow.
Just ones that if we really needed to get to it, I would have mentioned those.
Yeah.
But, I know if you're going for PWG, like stuff involving Sammy, El Generico, Kevin Owens, the Bucks. So it's like they have great fucking matches in PWG.
So I had Gargano and Ciampa at TakeOver New Orleans. The 5-man ladder match for the North American Championship from New Orleans. I think that match was just fun as hell. I had Walter versus Tyler Bate from TakeOver UK Cardiff.
Not even the best Walter match this year.
Not even. Know.
That's a great match. But Dunn versus Walter is so much better in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. See, with when it comes to Walter, I'd probably go with his Survivor Series 2019 match. That's probably the best Walter match of the year.
Harley's just making a joke.
Oh, okay, good.
Stay the hell away from
Obviously, like Walter lasted 3 minutes of that match. She's just
3 minutes if he was lucky.
If he was lucky.
No, but I'm telling you, I want to know why I put Dunn and versus Walter above Dunn versus Bate. It's because the what is it? That match was like what? Like I think that match might have been close to 40 minutes. I don't know the exact runtime of Walter versus Bate, but towards the very
I think Walter versus Bate was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so like towards the end of that match, what really kind of like it pissed me off. Bate kicks out at one out of a powerbomb towards like the close to the end of the match, and I go, he shouldn't be kicking out at one. It kind of like no sold a move that Walter did after getting the shit kicked out of him. Other than that, it's a near perfect match. Other than that, and so I that's why I would put
again. That's why
Dunn versus Walter.
That's why I didn't bring it up. But I also think with this match, what's really cool about it is the fact that Walter sold the hell out of Tyler Bate and that he made Tyler Bate, even in defeat, look so strong.
You could literally say the same stuff about Dunn too, in my opinion.
But also, Pete Dunne was already so over.
Yeah,
so is Bate. Bate was over too.
Not really on the
but
as big as Dunne. I think this match put him at level with Pete Dunne because it showed, hey, this dude can really go and can really be the wrestler that everyone talks about. He can be. Like this one put Tyler Bate on a higher pedestal. The Pete Dunne one kept Pete Dunne where he was. Didn't elevate him at all, in my opinion.
Well, it elevated him. I'd go with Andrew on this one too. Just like unfortunately, just like after this match for most of this year, Pete Dunne's been pretty stagnant a lot of this year, and just like not a lot of upward ever since he lost the title. It just. But this year was probably I go with Andrew on this one. It just and as someone who has been watching NXT UK and how nothing of a really product that is, unfortunately, it's and I've really been watching a lot of it for an upcoming match. But yeah.
Hold on. Kaiser Fan said, I think I prefer Bates matches with Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. So much.
Like that one match from, what was it? Royal Albert Hall. And then the rematch for the titles, 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
They did Walter wrong at Survivor Series. They did.
But, I can't really think of any others. I mean, I don't want to go down a list of NXT matches I would have put up.
Yeah.
I also have Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, Lights Out at Full Gear, Chris Jericho versus Cody at Full Gear, and I have one of my favorite TV matches, Revival versus Undisputed Era from this year's NXT TV, the tag match. All right. So yeah, we went through the matches. So now let's eliminate 3 of these fantastic matches.
Okay, and we'll go and revert to order this time. And Hunter,
I'll start.
Which match would you nominate?
It's just so hard. I feel like this match is going to get taken off, but I want to try to save it. I will go CM Punk, John Cena.
Absolutely, that one's stag. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I agree with Andrew on this one.
All right, Andrew.
So we're nominating to take one off, right?
Yes.
Only because it's the weakest one, and literally the only one that I literally said no to being on. That is Neville versus Zayn, our Evolution. It's just the weakest match out of all the 10, in my opinion.
I'm okay with that one if Harley is.
That's.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you say yes, what Harley says doesn't matter. But or do we all have to unanimously agree?
On the one, no, Hunter hasn't given an answer yet.
I'm just saying. Okay.
You know what? I'm okay with that one being taken off.
Okay.
All right, so our Evolution is sadly take it off. All right, so we start with Harley now.
Wait. Which one was just taken off?
Neville Zayn.
Neville versus Zayn.
Oh, Neville versus Shane. Yeah. I think I would have kept that. That's the one that I would have kept on, but I guess not. Okay. I'm. Ooh.
All of these are so good.
I know, I know this one's probably going to be kept, but I'm going to nominate Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Oof.
It's tough, but we're going, unfortunately.
I want that one to stay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I want that one to stay.
Okay, so that one stays.
On to Andrew.
No, I just went. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
This one's probably going to stay too. And again, I'm going to go with Zayn Nakamura, take over Dallas. I mean, if you're looking at kind of as Harley said, the sideshow matches, I think Bate versus Dunn was better than Nakamura Zayn, just barely. But
well, I wouldn't say that it was just purely a showcase match because there was still a lot going in and coming out of it.
In a way,
I'm going to keep it.
Geez, it's up to me. I don't know. I wanted to stay, or I kind of wanted to leave, but looking at the list, it definitely is in my top 7 out of the 10. So I'm gonna say keep it.
All right. So it's back to Andrew.
All right. Damn. All right. So hold on. So let me just do it. That one's staying. That one's staying, and I just want to know what I could choose from. I'm gonna go with Okada Omega. Purely because, again, out of what I'm looking at right now, out of the 9 that remain, this is my least favorite out of all of them. As much as I do love this match. So I'm going to say Okada Omega, the time limit draw.
Yeah, this one's staying for me.
Yeah, it's staying for me too.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, just...
All right, Harley, on to you.
AJ versus Nakamura. Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm good with that one going.
Yeah, I'm good with that one also.
For the reasons, like I said, it's a really good match, but I wouldn't say it wouldn't rank in the top 10 for me.
Yeah, we need one more, and oh my god, all these matches are fantastic.
I know which one I want to leave. I'm not gonna say it unless
it's on to me. It's on to me.
I know which one. There's one I'm very adamant about leaving.
Yeah, out of the ones that I've got mine too.
Never thought I'd say this, but if you guys got rid of Taker and HBK, I'd be okay with it.
That breaks my heart. Okay?
Yeah,
listen,
that's not happening.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Fuck. Can I skip my turn?
Yeah, I could go. I'll go because I'm very.
I can go. Since I'll go with this one here, but to quote the casual fan there, yeah, because like I said, it's not my favorite. It's not there, and you're looking at what's left on the list. I'm nominating Michael's Triple H.
Sorry,
Taker. Sorry.
Well, me and Hunter just said we won't very adamant about it staying.
Yeah, I know.
So that one's staying.
It just confirms that stays. But I would have. I take out any of these matches, dear God, that stuff.
No, I'll go since Hunter doesn't want to go. Cody versus Dustin. Literally, it's because literally it's the only I want every other match to stay so much more.
I'd be okay with Michael versus Taker going before Cody and Dustin.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, same
Hold
here.
on. No, okay, then I'll change it because I there's no way I'm letting Taker versus Michaels go. Which, all right, are you okay?
This is like choosing your favorite child.
Hold
Like-
on. Who nominated Zayn versus Nakamura? Because I'm willing to I'm not thinking about changing my mind. Can I go back on that? Is that like a thing?
You can, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we voted to keep it, so it stays.
That's what I'm saying. Like now that I'm thinking about it, was like last.
It's just like if that's the case, then I'm going to renominate Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
But we already. Me and Hunter said no to that.
Yeah.
One. But like, who nominated that one? Is what I'm saying.
That I nominated. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I didn't nominate it.
I mean, to get it to leave.
oh, I did.
I'm just saying, like,
Well, it's just like we've already voted to keep it.
fine.
So.
But then why is Hunter allowed to be like, Taker versus HBK could leave? Because we literally just voted
Well,
for
it
Taker.
just we can stick with your nomination of Dustin versus Cody.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, because if we're keeping Nakamura versus Zayn, because we already voted, which I'm fine with, we got to keep Taker versus
But,
HBK.
I mean,
you did nominate Cody versus Dustin.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
you did. And I'm saying that stays. Harley, are you saying it stays?
Oh yeah, I know that. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's back to Harley to have a nomination. You can't pick any other match you want. If you want it to stay, then it stays. But if my turn comes and I pick Zayn Nakamura,
Well,
if
we
it
already.
brings-
Well, no, we already voted to keep it. though.
Yeah, Harley's right. We already voted to keep it.
If it comes down to, we can do one last thing where we just talk it through and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think at this point we should just talk it through.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
between Nakamura
there's a
and
couple
Zayn-
more matches. I mean, what match were you gonna nominate? I don't know. Because there's two there's two matches left.
there's
that,
2 matches left, and as much as I don't want to nominate it, I'd nominate out of the 2 matches left, Sasha Banks versus Bailey.
the thing is, I don't want either match to leave. Like either match.
Oh, I know, I hear you. But
So just correct me if I'm wrong. If we vote for argument's sake to keep Bailey versus Sasha, DIY versus Revival, is that automatically done?
Nope.
No.
Okay, because honestly, because I
Pretty
want
much, if we vote to keep Sasha and Bailey, then everything just resets, and then we all get brand new picks after that.
Well, we have to come to agreement to the DIY and Revival.
all right, because I want Bailey versus Sasha to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just-
But if I don't wanna
what we can do after we do this, if we do vote for the next 2 to stay, we can talk it through and give reasons why this match is to be the one that doesn't make the top 7.
damn. I'm trying to think about the ones that. See, out of the ones that are there, I want this to stay. Like this is definitely just in my personal top 10, and so definitely going to be in my top 10 here, or top 7 rather. Damn. So I hate to make things complicated, but I want this to stay.
Yeah, I want it to stay too.
Okay.
I guess we got to talk about DIY versus Revival. I also really want this to stay.
Yeah, it's,
I know. Like,
I can't vote this one off.
I know. I'm voting to keep it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that one stays. So what do we do now? Do we just
Well, right now, the 2 matches that we have taken off were AJ and
Nakamura and Neville? All right. I think the one, and then this is literally me, the one that we can come to, because listen, Okada Omega, as much as like that's my least favorite out of the ones that are there, that one I know you guys love that match, so I'm not even gonna entertain the thought because I don't wanna just waste time. So I think that one's an automatic lock to stay.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, with that being said, Cody and Dustin and Taker and Michaels are automatic locks to stay.
Yeah.
That's for you.
I honestly, if I were to choose one that I think we can all come into agreement on, it's Zayn and Nakamura from Dallas. Do we all have to unanimously agree on this, or does it?
It's 2 out of 3.
It's
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest,
I want to throw. I also like for me for the match that does make the top 7, Michaels versus Taker. I want to throw that one in there too. For me,
that one. Okay, I mean you can plead your case. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, out of the match, out of the 8 matches that are left, for me, it's Michaels versus Taker. Like I said, it's not the. I get it, but it's not even the best Michaels versus Taker WrestleMania match. Like I said, I was just so more emotionally, and I was so into the first one, and it was just the second one doesn't hold up. And it's just when you compare it to everything on the list, the only other one that for me that I'd make it come down to for the one to get eliminated is Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. Those are the 2 that I throw in there too. Everything else I think should make the list in my opinion.
I be willing to get rid of anything else before I get rid of Taker versus Michaels. To be honest,
Hunter,
so and quite honestly, if it comes down to it, as much as I love the match, I will get rid of Dunn and Bate to save Taker versus Michaels.
Okay,
but I'll just see what Hunter has to say.
Yeah.
All right, so Zayn and Nakamura is a lock, is what we're saying, right?
I don't know what we're saying. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know what
I guess Hunter, if you agree with one of our picks, or if you, for your own reasons, you've got some of yours that you want to throw in the list.
Which ones do you want to see go? Because I'm willing to.
I want to see Zayn Nakamura go, just because I think the rest of these have more story based, more emotion to them.
So you're voting for Zayn and Nakamura to go?
Nakamura, yeah, to go.
I am willing to let that one go.
Okay. And majority rules on that one. Okay.
Sadly, but
that right there added years to my life.
Same. All right, so our top 7 is Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker 26, Dustin versus Cody at Double or Nothing, Cena versus Punk at Money in the Bank 2011, Sasha Banks versus Bayley at TakeOver Brooklyn, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate at TakeOver Chicago, DIY versus Revival at Toronto, and Omega versus Okada Dominion 2017. All right, guys. Now we have to vote 7-1.
So now what do we do?
I don't have any paper, so our board. I'm just going to say mine first.
Okay, you can say yours.
Are we nominating what
should be number 7?
My number 7. Since I haven't been able to really go first on anything so far.
Yeah, go.
I'm going. It's obvious. I'm going to nominate Michaels versus Taker for number 7.
All right, Andrew.
Okada Omega.
See, I'm going John Cena, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011.
Okay. Which one? Now, this is not. I'm not trying to sway you or anything, but if you were to choose Taker or Michaels or Okada Omega to go, which one would you choose to go?
Michaels Taker.
Okay, then I'm voting for Punk and Cena.
All right.
I can't.
What are we voting for here?
Punk and Cena is 7.
Really? Wow.
Number 7 is CM Punk versus John Cena. I can't wait to get hit on.
I guess it doesn't matter who goes first then.
Well, no, we're just voting, really.
Yeah.
Which one to go?
All right, for number 6, I'll start if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm okay with Cody and Dustin being number 6.
Oh yeah, no, that's a hard no for me. It's a very hard no.
What do you vote for then? Throw out a vote, because maybe. Oh,
like I said, it sucks. Because
you know what? I'm changing my vote. I'll put Taker and Michaels.
Why you gotta do this? To
Yeah,
me?
no,
Why?
that's gonna be my vote as well.
Damn, like you're doing me dirty this whole list. You don't even put Almas and Gargano on. Yeah, completely. Like
No.
my two favorite matches are 7 and 6. Like
Well, you guys like like having an Okada match not make the list, or Sami Zayn not make the list. Like,
Sami
geez,
Zayn didn't make the list.
not the top 7.
Not the top 7,
I mean,
but
I'm sorry, but I love Okada and I love Omega, but I just they're
all
10
right.
matches I love more than
Andrew,
both
on
of
to
those
you
guys.
for number 5.
I don't even care. I'm mentally checked out at this point.
Harley,
Damn, you really did me dirty on that one, Hunter. Like really, I was about to say Cody and Dustin, and then you just changed your vote on me.
I like Cody and Dustin a bit more.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about recency bias. Jeez.
Well, it's not.
No.
It's not recency bias. Like I've been it's a match that I've been excited for years, since they were doing the team, everything like that. Like it's matched there, and I have been a Dustin fan for a long time. Go the natural Dustin Rhodes. And like Cody, I have been like, even though the Stardust character was. I was still relatively into it, so like that match is really up there for me, and everything that came before and afterwards, match wise.
All right, Andrew, start with
So it's my turn. I mean, I guess Okada Omega. Like that's only my least favorite out of the ones left, and so
And I'm going to nominate Pete Dunne first. Tyler Bate.
pretty much which one do I want on the list. The number 5.
Unless you've got a suggestion, then we can talk.
Really? I mean, I really don't. I'm gonna go with. Why do you guys have to pick the 2 best matches on this list?
you got rid of the 2 best matches on the list, like literally before. So,
Well, the first one, yeah, the number 7, yeah, number 6,
6 and 7 should be 1 and 2.
I'm gonna go with Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate.
Yeah, of course.
Number 5. All right, starting with Harley.
Hunter, you take it. Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh,
Take a chance.
number 4. You know what? It's probably not going to do it. I'm going to go DIY Revival Toronto at number 4.
Absolutely not. I'm not letting this one go. I am absolutely not letting this one go.
Just so the match is available for the top 4.
Out of the matches for the top 4, I know which one should definitely leave.
I know what you're going with, Andrew, and I'm going to throw you a bone here. Omega Okada, for me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'm not mad at that one, actually.
Just because, like, just great technical matches. The Omega Okada matches, emotional too, but like there was a lot of focus on the technical instead of the emotional for me. So I can agree to that one.
Yeah.
It'd be number.
All right. 3 left. Cody Dustin, Sasha Bailey, and DIY
And
Revival.
for me, I'm going to throw Sasha Banks versus Bailey for top 3 for the third place.
I want to hear what you got to say first, Hunter.
All right. I'm gonna go DIY Revival.
Damn, bro.
I would be okay if Bailey and Sasha get number 3. If I'm being honest here.
You know what? Like, I don't want either Bailey or Sasha or DIY and Revival to leave. To be honest.
Number 6 for casual fan. What? Oh, he's saying it shouldn't be.
That should be number 1.
I do agree with you, buddy, there, but hey, at least I was able to get a number 6 instead of higher up.
I
Yeah.
really want Cody and Dustin to leave out of the 3. Honestly, I'm not even lying.
And when it comes,
The story wise, I mean, all 3 of these matches are great, but the story, in my opinion, for Bailey and Sasha and DIY Revival is just so much better, in my opinion.
yeah,
If I'm being honest with myself. So I'm voting. I mean, I don't know. I want Cody and Dustin to leave. I mean, the story again.
You know
like,
what, Andrew? I've been at your fucking neck the whole time. I will give Cody and Dustin number 3.
Ooh.
It hurts, but I'm okay with it being number 3.
That was my number 2. That was my number 2.
It is recent, and
I'm just saying.
Don't.
I
no,
agree. It's a great match.
Man.
I think it should have made the top 10 or at least top 7.
Okay.
But like, listen,
Casual fan, I gotta strongly disagree. In all honesty, if you give it like 10 years, more than likely AEW would still be around. And this year, 10 years from now, like people would be still talking about this match as it being the first great AEW match.
people still talk about Punk and Cena. Like, honestly,
No, just with him talking about the definition of recency bias.
yeah, no, I mean, I kind of agree with them because the match. Like that's why I was kind of hesitant about putting on the list because like it just happened and I think I need more times to rewatch it.
Yeah, you could say that, but it just like it's a match that I definitely think is going to be a hold up. And
I don't think recency bias should be a bad thing. I mean, hell, I've watched this match like 4 times already.
yeah,
It's better every time I watch it.
oh yeah, I know.
Right.
I just like with everything involved in that match there. Okay, well, your opinion, but like it's not like I said, it's like for the emotional involvement involved in that match there, it's one of my top matches. That
All right, guys, we have 2 matches left. We're voting for number 1. We have DIY versus Revival Toronto and Bailey, Sasha Banks take over Brooklyn. Both NXT matches.
yep. And of course, I'm nominating Banks versus Bailey.
For number 1.
Yeah. No, number 2.
So DIY Revival for number 1. We're voting
For me,
for number 1.
Oh, if we're going number 1, then DIY versus the Revival.
All right, Andrew.
I don't know. I mean, I love both of these matches.
I mean, I can give you my pick, and then you can go last if you want.
Yeah, because I need to think about it.
I'm gonna go Bailey for Sasha for number 1.
Ooh, so I got all the power here.
Yeah, you do.
Damn. I think from a storytelling perspective, I prefer this match's story more. And I'm going with Bailey and Sasha.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys. So let me get this situated.
It's easy. Okay, going from number 7 to number 1, we've got Punk versus Cena from Money in the Bank 2011. Shawn Michaels versus Taker at number 6 from WrestleMania 26. Number 5, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. Number 4, Omega versus Okada, Dominion from 2017. Number 3, brother versus brother, Cody versus Dustin. And number 2, we have DIY versus the Revival 2 out of 3 Falls, TakeOver Toronto. Number 1, Bailey versus Sasha Banks from TakeOver.
By the way, I'm so glad that a women's match made number 1 on our best decade list.
Oh yeah,
Like,
if I were to have one after Taker and Michaels and Punk and Cena leave, if I were to have one be number 1, it was this one. So I'm glad my third choice was number 1.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Just like for me, it was. I could see it being like top 3, top 5 for me, but yeah, no, it rightfully so. despite the fact that it's two women, which it should be everything being equal.
Yeah.
It's a match that definitely should makes the list regardless of.
And to me, the one reason why I put it number one is it's got everything you want in a perfect match. Storytelling, both in ring and out of the ring, with the promos, things like that. You've got two workers that really have great chemistry in ring, so the in ring abilities there. It had technical, it had high flying, it had some huge daredevil spots. It had great technical wrestling. And it had a happy ending with Bayley finally winning the title, and the four horsewomen standing up at the end of the night. Like that's to me what makes the perfect match. Is no one leaves disappointed.
Oh yeah, I know, and that's why I feel the same way about Cody and Dustin.
Yeah.
Recency biased.
I'm
But,
actually so glad that Cody and Dustin made it number 3.
Not.
Oh, I was so happy.
I love the match, but
I know I get it. Like we all have the stuff that but it's a unanimous majority vote. So
I know. I personally don't think Okada Omega should have been as high as it was.
I do like
Yeah, I do.
Okada like I said, like
That was your favorite match of the series, though.
But it wasn't my favorite match of that year. That doesn't mean it was my favorite match of the year.
oh yeah, no, like it just also I do want to give honorable mentions for a match that would never make the best match of anyone's list, but
We all see.
no. A match that really did mean a lot and did a lot for both people involved. The final deletion with Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
That was a
By the
fun
way, Nico wanted me to bring up one as an honorable mention. Sami Callihan versus Tessa Blanchard at Slammiversary. He
Yeah.
wanted me to bring that one.
Yeah, yeah, I can
And then
see.
he said the rivalry between
I can see why he would do that and his reasons for it. Their match at the upcoming pay per view, which I feel is going to have a lot more impact and mean a lot more than the match.
he also wanted me to bring up a Progress rivalry between Sarah Noir and Aja Dragunov.
Oh, Eli Dragunov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are some Nico's honorable mentions. All right. Well, everybody, that has been our list. Let's get into the closing plugs. Let's start with Harley Borg. Where can we find you online?
You can find me wherever, Facebook. I want to say Twitter, but the last couple of weeks, Twitter has been extremely more toxic than it's ever been. And it's so depressing. Like okay, people may make it sound like I'm like Young Bucks and AW Mark, but like the way they've just been. The toxic people have come out in droves against them, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the stuff that's gone on with Chris Statlander a couple days ago.
What happened?
She double booked herself, and AEW let her keep the indie booking. So they had to rebook around their title match this coming Wednesday. Which, like, in all honesty, like. That and the way the Young Bucks, and especially with the Dark Order and with the punches, with those punches, yeah, they weren't that good. But like, go watch WWE. Go watch, and there's botches. There's people actually hitting people hard for real. Like look at Nia Jax, what she did to Bailey, or sorry, Becky.
Becky
here, and or like there's so many misses where. They're nowhere near and you choose to be toxic and just jump down their throats
because
I'm not defending the toxic people because I don't like the obviously toxic, so no, but there's a lot of AEW fans on Twitter that are just as toxic as the WWE fans.
Oh yeah, no. I have noticed that. I've also noticed that there's a lot.
Toxic people in general are assholes.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people were
But
so
it also comes down to like even some of the it's just a lot of like even WWE people that jump down this guy's throat for like Randy Orton. Oh, Randy Orton, you can't talk.
But like I think a big reason why people were so like, oh, look at this, like this is a big fuck up towards the Young Bucks and towards AEW is because there's a lot of AEW fans that think that like this is the perfect thing and that kind of pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah,
because there's AEW has its problems, and I mean I still love AEW, but there are definitely fans that think that if you criticize AEW that that you hate AEW.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's just like there's criticism, and then there's really toxic criticism.
So
yeah, I mean, it just like So I'm
off subject a little bit. Star Wars fans are the same.
Oh God.
I mean, I think all fandoms at this point are the same.
Yeah, it is. It's just like the last couple of weeks have kind of been painful on Twitter. So
that's why I'm not on Twitter.
Trying to stay off Twitter nowadays for a while. But it's just like you can always find me on Facebook. You can find me here at Combat Wrestling Trivia in the upcoming tag team gauntlet match with my soon-to-be debuting part 1 of my stable, being with me and my teammate. And you can also see me in my upcoming number 1 contenders match against Alec Miller. I finally give revenge in a fair match.
And Andrew Hayes, where can people find you online?
You could find me maybe on Twitter. Crying.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I don't know. You could find me crying in a corner because Takers and Michaels made number 6. And you could find me in a couple matches at Triviathon for Thon 2.
That's right. You have 2 matches?
3. I got the tag team gauntlet match.
Right.
Sellers, the A+ players, where we will hopefully try to win the tag titles. You got me versus Nico in an exhibition debate match.
Yeah, for our friends over at Chokeslam.
Yeah, just good old-fashioned fun with that one. And then maybe title versus title. We'll find out. Me versus Matt Rosa. My title will definitely be on the line. His title may be on the line. It depends on if he can defend it or not.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a 3-way match between Nico, Matthew Rosa, the champion, and Liam Crowley. So
if he's able to defend that, I get a shot at that. So there's a chance I become triple belted. There's also a good chance. Rosa, yeah, there's a very good chance me or Matthew Rosa becomes triple belted.
Yep.
I kind of hope, honest to God, I kind of hope that happens because that'd be pretty insane. No matter who, like, I think it'd be pretty crazy. Obviously, I want it to be me, but if it like just anybody being covered triple belted.
Hey, when I finally get a singles title shot, you guys are just keeping the belts warm for me.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a year now.
And I have yet to have a title match. I almost had one, but unfair rules worked against me.
It is what it is.
All right, if you guys did enjoy this, hit the like button, subscribe to Combat Wrestling Network. Huge season 2. The golden season is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys stay tuned. 3 matches a week, including Mondays. We are going to start having our 5-way elimination matches to determine the number 1 contender for the Workhorse Championships. We'll have a regular heavyweight or tag match on Wednesdays, and then Friday, the Workhorse Championship match. Hope you guys do enjoy 3 matches a week. On top of all this fun little hangout stuff. You guys watching. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.